Welcome to my little corner of the internet, where we celebrate creativity and growth. Welcome, friends, to our video dedicated to Delirium Books. Let's dive right in and uncover its wonders. Delirium Books, launched in the summer of 1999 by Shane Ryan Staley, is a horror publisher in the collector's market, producing low-print run limited editions intended for both collectors and readers alike. Delirium Books first published The Rising, the first book in a series of zombie-themed horror novels written by author Brian Keene, winning the Bram Stoker Award for Best First Novel in 2003 and helping to usher in the new era of zombie popularity in the mid-years. In 2005, Delirium Books won the prestigious Bram Stoker Award for Excellence in Specialty Press Publishing, presented by the HWA Horror Writers Association. The same year, Delirium took home the first annual Shocker Award for Small Press of the Year, presented by Shocklinsicum, one of the biggest independent horror booksellers in the US. Let's now turn our attention to magazines and uncover the fascinating insights it brings to the table. Some of the first offerings from Delirium Books were magazines, all digest-sized with color covers. The print run for these magazines is now Delirium Winter 1999, Delirium Summer 2000, Delirium Fall 2000, Delirium Winter 2001. With the groundwork laid, let's now examine chapbooks and its connections to our previous discussions. Burnt Offerings by Shane Ryan Staley 1999, published as a 150-copy limited softcover. Human Oddities by Barbara Malenky Winter 2000, published as a softcover with an unknown print run. Chocolate Jesus and Other Weird Perversions by Shane Ryan Staley Spring 2000, published as a softcover with an unknown print run. Shoggoth Cacciatore and Other Eldritch Entrees by Mark McLaughlin Spring 2000, published as a softcover with an unknown print run. Smoke Signals by Octavio Ramos Jr. Winter 2001, published as a softcover with an unknown print run. Tales of Love and Death by W. H. Pugmire Spring 2001, published as a softcover with an unknown print run. The Rising, Necrophobia by Brian Keene, Brett McBean, Michael Oliveri, and John Urbanchik May 2004, published as a 26-copy limited hardcover and 500-copy softcover. Without wasting any more time, let's jump into the fascinating world of hardcover line. Delirium's hardcover line features first edition titles produced in limited editions with full-color dust jackets. Delirium produces true limited edition hardcovers, as the runs in this line are signed and numbered from less than 50 to 500 copies. The first 5 hardcover line books were released without dust jackets. Beginning in September 2008, a hardcover line is published as a subscription of 150 copies. In the upcoming portion, we'll be dissecting 1999 to gain a comprehensive understanding of its implications. The House Spider and Other Strange Visitors by Kurt Newton, August 1999, published as a 50-copy limited hardcover. Approximately 40 copies were actually printed. Demons, Freaks, and Other Abnormalities by Michael Lamo, October 1999, published in as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Approximately 100 copies were actually printed. In this section, we'll be exploring 2000. I Love You and There Is Nothing You Can Do About It by Gerard Howard, January 2000, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover. Approximately 125 copies were actually printed. Terra Incognita by Jeffrey Thomas, March 2000, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover. Approximately 125 copies were actually printed. Out of Cities That Blow Hot and Cold by Charlie Jacob, May 2000, published as a 20-copy leather-bound hardcover, Delirium's first leather-bound and a 300-copy limited hardcover. Approximately 200 copies of the limited hardcover were actually printed. Cage of Bones and Other Deadly Obsessions by John Everson, October 2000, published as a 300-copy limited hardcover. In the upcoming section, we'll be dissecting 2001 and exploring its intricate connections to our topic. Cobwebs and Whispers by Scott Thomas, June 2001, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. Heretics by Greg Fahrenheit, June August 2001, published as a 50-copy limited hardcover. 4x4 by Brian Keene, Jeff Cooper, Michael Oliveri and Michael T. Hike Jr. October 2001, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Initially, the printer balked at including the signature sheets because the authors scrawled obscene messages on many of them. As we progress, let's shine a spotlight on 2002 and examine its intricate interplay within our topic. Dark Testament, edited by Shane Ryan Staley, January 2002, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover and a 100-copy trade hardcover. Dark Demons by Kurt Newton, March 2002, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Maternal Instinct by J. Fahrenheit, Gonzalez, April 2002, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Guises by Charlie Jacob, June 2002, published as a 15-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 150-copy limited hardcover. Atmosphere by Michael Lamo, July 2002, published as a 15-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 300-copy limited hardcover. Delirium's first full-length novel, Visions Through a Shattered Lens by Gerard Howarner, September 2002, published as a 15-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 300-copy limited hardcover. In the upcoming portion, we'll be dissecting 2003 to gain a comprehensive understanding of its implications. Mean Sheep by Tom Piccirilli, January 2003, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 400-copy limited hardcover. The Rising by Brian Keene, April 2003, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 300-copy limited hardcover. Sesquo Valley and Other Haunts by W. H. Pugmire, July 2003, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. No Rest at All by Brian Keene, August 2003, published as a 15-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 150-copy limited hardcover. The Bleeding Season by Greg Fahrenheit, June October 2003, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. All the Lonely People by David B. Silver, December 2003, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 300-copy limited hardcover. Let's now shift gears and explore 2004 through a critical lens, uncovering its strengths and weaknesses. Dreadful Delineations by John McClay, January 2004, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. The Attraction by Douglas Clegg, March 2004, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 500-copy limited hardcover. Fear of Gravity by Brian Keene, March 2004, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 400-copy limited hardcover. Never Improper Bedtime Stories by Scott Thomas and Jeffrey Thomas, June 2004, deluxe edition of Honey is Sweeter Than Blood and Shadows of Flesh, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover. Honey is Sweeter Than Blood by Jeffrey Thomas, June 2004, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. Shadows of Flesh by Scott Thomas, June 2004, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. New Dark Voices by Michael Oliveri, Gene O'Neill and John Urbanchik, August 2004, published as a 300-copy limited hardcover. Death Realms, edited by Stephen Mark Rainey, September 2004, published as a 350-copy limited hardcover. Covenant by John Everson, November 2004, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. Sleepwalker by Michael Lamo, November 2004, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. Sympathy for the Devil, The Best of Hail Satan Vol. 1 by Brian Keene, December 2004, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Now, let's redirect our focus towards 2005 and discover its significance in our narrative. City of the Dead by Brian Keene, January 2005, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 300-copy limited hardcover. Scarecrow Gods by Western X, March 2005, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 300-copy limited hardcover. Broken Angel by Brian Knight, May 2005, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 300-copy limited hardcover. My Eyes Are Nailed, But I Still See by David Niall Wilson and Brett Alexander Savory, July 2005, published as a 220-copy limited hardcover. David Niall Wilson did a chapbook in late August 2005 to accompany this book, but it is not a Delirium publication. Vestal by Charlie Jacobs, September 2005, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. Earthworm Gods by Brian Keene, September 2005, published as a 400-copy limited hardcover. Earthworm Gods by Brian Keene, October 2005, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover. Deep Night by Greg Fahrenheit, June, November 2005, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 150-copy limited hardcover. Night of the Demon, Night Trilogy Part 3 by Harry Shannon, December 2005, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 174-copy limited hardcover. As we progress, let's shine a spotlight on 2006 and examine its intricate interplay within our topic. 13 Specimens by Jeffrey Thomas, January 2006, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 150-copy limited hardcover. The leather-bound hardcover was packaged with an exclusive 30-copy hardcover chapbook entitled 13 More Specimens. Running with the Devil, The Best of Hail Satan Vol. 2 by Brian Keene, January 2006, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. In Delirium, edited by Brian Keene, January 2006, published as a 26-copy leather-bound and a hardcover 274-copy limited hardcover. The Pines by Robert Dunbar, May 2006, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 240-copy limited hardcover. Blindsided by Barry Hoffman, May 2006, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover, June 2006, and a 185-copy limited hardcover. Scary Red Knits and Other Inbred Horrors by Westernox and David Whitman, June 2006, published as a 220-copy limited hardcover. Hacks by Brian Knight, July 2006, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover, September 2006, and a 250-copy limited hardcover. His Pain by Ralph James White, November 2006, published as a 245-copy limited hardcover. Demon by William Fahrenheit. Nolan, November 2006, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. Reprint. Collected Tales of the Baja Express by Jean O'Neill, November 2006, published as a 237-copy limited hardcover. Limited to pre-orders. Clickers by J. Fahrenheit. Gonzalez, December 2006, published as a 344-copy limited hardcover. Limited to pre-orders. In the upcoming section, we'll be dissecting 2007 and exploring its intricate connections to our topic. The Rising, Death in Four Colors by Brian Keene, February 2007, published as a 500-copy limited hardcover. The Call to Life, The Cycle of the Aegis Trilogy Book 1 by Westernox, September 2007, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 500-copy limited hardcover. The Sinister Mr. Corpse by Jeff Strand, February 2007, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover, March 2007, and as a 250-copy limited hardcover. Ghoul by Brian Keene, March 2007, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 400-copy limited hardcover. Sacrifice by John Everson, March 2007, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. Sequel to Covenant. Clickers 2, The Next Wave by J. Fahrenheit. Gonzalez and Brian Keene, April 2007, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 500-copy limited hardcover. The Shore by Robert Dunbar, May 2007, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover, June 2007, and a 500-copy limited hardcover. Demagogue by Brian Lumley, May 2007, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover, June 2007, and a 300-copy limited hardcover. Dominion by Greg Fahrenheit. June 2007, published as a 275-copy limited hardcover. Dod's End by Michael McBride, June 2007, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover, July 2007, and a 500-copy limited hardcover. The New Fear, The Best of Hail Satan Vol. 3 by Brian Keene, July 2007, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Dead Sea by Brian Keene, September 2007, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover, October 2007, and a 250-copy limited hardcover. In Delirium I, edited by John Everson, December 2007, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 274-copy limited hardcover. Let's now shift gears and explore 2008 through a critical lens, uncovering its strengths and weaknesses. The Infected by Michael McBride, February 2008, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover, April 2008, and a 300-copy limited hardcover. Blood in Electric Blue by Greg Fahrenheit. June, March 2008, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover, May 2008, and as a 250-copy limited hardcover. Gleefully Macabre Tales by Jeff Strand, March 2008, published as a 300-copy limited hardcover. Saying Uncle by Greg Fahrenheit. June 2008, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Reprint of December Girl Press trade paperback. Dead and Gone by Harry Shannon, August 2008, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover and as a trade paperback in the Paperback Book Club. The Golden Thread, The Cycle of the Aegis Trilogy, Book 2 by Westernex, September 2008, published as a 250-copy limited hardcover. Passenger by Ronald Damian Malfi, September 2008, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover and as a trade paperback in the Paperback Book Club. Ghost Walk by Brian Keene, September 2008, published as a 300-copy limited hardcover. Manhattan Grimy by Sandy DeLuca, October 2008, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. In the upcoming section, we'll be dissecting 2009 and exploring its implications in greater detail. New Dark Voices to edited by Brian Keene, February 2009, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Children of Chaos by Greg Fahrenheit. June, February 2009, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Bloodletting by Michael McBride, March 2009, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Unhappy Endings by Brian Keene, April 2009, published as a 300-copy limited hardcover. Benjamin's Parasite by Jeff Strand, May 2009, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Reservoir Gods by Brian Knight, June 2009, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Primitive by J. Fahrenheit. Gonzalez, July 2009, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. The Girl in the Woods by David Jack Bell, August 2009, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. From Ashes by Sandy DeLuca, September 2009, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Long After Dark by Greg Fahrenheit. June October 2009, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Deviltree by Steve Vernon November 2009, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. In the following section, we'll be immersing ourselves in the captivating world of trade paperbacks. The Dead edited by Shane Ryan Staley January 2001, published as a 500-copy trade hardcover. Delirium's first anthology, Heretics by Greg Fahrenheit. June August 2001, published as a 250-copy limited trade paperback. I'll Be Damned by Shane Ryan Staley September 2001, published in September 2001 as a 250-copy limited trade paperback and a 500-copy trade paperback. 4x4 by Brian Keene, Jeff Cooper, Michael Oliveri and Michael T. Hike Jr. October 2001, published as a 400-copy limited trade paperback. Initially, the printer balked at including the signature sheets because the authors scrawled obscene messages on many of them. The House Spire and Other Strange Visitors by Kurt Newton 2002, unknown print run. Demons, Freaks, and Other Abnormalities by Michael Lamo 2002, unknown print run. I Love You and There Is Nothing You Can Do About It by Gerard Hauner 2002, unknown print run. Terra Incognita by Jeffrey Thomas 2003, unknown print run. Up, Out of Cities That Blow Hot and Cold by Charlie Jacob 2003, unknown print run. Dark Demons by Kurt Newton March 2002, published as a 500-copy trade paperback. Maternal Instinct by J. Fahrenheit. Gonzalez April 2002, published as a 500-copy trade paperback. Guises by Charlie Jacob June 2002, published as a 500-copy trade paperback. Hosts by Brian Eitson August 2005, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. First book in the trade paperback series. Fear of Gravity by Brian Keene November 2005, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. Second book in the trade paperback series. Sympathy for the Devil, The Best of Hail Satan Vol. 1 by Brian Keene January 2006, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. Third book in the trade paperback series. Slime After Slime, a short story collection by Mark McLaughlin May 2006, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. Fourth book in the trade paperback series. Deep Night by Greg Fahrenheit. June May 2006, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. Fifth book in the trade paperback series. Running with the Devil, The Best of Hail Satan Vol. 2 by Brian Keene July 2007, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. Sixth book in the trade paperback series. No Further Messages by Brett Alexander Savory November 2007, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. Seventh book in the trade paperback series. Boogie Buddy Central by M. Stephen Lukac February 2008, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. Eighth book in the trade paperback series. The Rising, Selected Scenes from the End of the World by Brian Keene July 2008, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. Ninth book in the trade paperback series. Clickers by J. Fahrenheit. Gonzalez and Mark Williams July 2008, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. 10th book in the trade paperback series. Saying Uncle by Greg Fahrenheit. June August 2008, published as a 1500-copy trade paperback. 11th book in the trade paperback series. With that being said, let's now move on to Paperback Book Club. The Bleeding Season by Greg Fahrenheit. June October 2007, first book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprint hardcover. Dreadful Delineations by John McClay November 2007, second book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprint hardcover. Broken Angel by Brian Knight December 2007, third book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprint hardcover. The Condemned by David Jack Bell, January 2008, fourth book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. Oogie Boogie Bounce by M. Stephen Lukic, February 2008, fifth book in the Paperback Book Club. Regional. Dominion by Greg Fahrenheit. June, March 2008, sixth book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. Demon by Harry Shannon, April 2008, seventh book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. Scarecrow Gods by Westernox, May 2008, eighth book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. 13 Specimens by Jeffrey Thomas, June 2008, ninth book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. Clickers 2, The Next Wave by J. Fahrenheit. Gonzalez and Brian Keene, July 2008, 10th book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. Dead and Gone by Harry Shannon, August 2008, 11th book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. Passenger by Ronald Damian Malfi, September 2008, 12th book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. Manhattan Grimy by Sandy DeLuca, October 2008, 13th book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. New Dark Voices 2, edited by Brian Keene, February 2009, 14th book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. Children of Chaos by Greg Fahrenheit. June, February 2009, 15th book in the Paperback Book Club. Reprints hardcover. Now, let's shift our attention to Ultra editions. Delirium publishes the Ultra series, genuine leather books housed in a leather-hinged box. Buyers have the option to personalize their copies by getting their names on a special thanks page from the author, as well as having their book personally inscribed. Only 36 copies are produced of each Titleman sheet by Tom Piccirilli, January 2003, published as a 6-copy Ultra hardcover, an early prototype for the Ultra Collectors series. The Rising by Brian Keene, April 2003, published as a 6-copy Ultra hardcover, an early prototype for the Ultra Collectors series. Book Punktown by Jeffrey Thomas, May 2003, published as a 26-copy Ultra hardcover. Delirium's first official release in the Ultra Collectors series. Book Broken on the Wheel of Sex by Jack Ketchum, July 2003, published as a 26-copy Ultra hardcover. Book The Logan Chronicles by William Fahrenheit. Nolan, October 2003, published as a 26-copy Ultra hardcover. Included a signed drawing by Nolan. Book 16 Sucking Stories by Brian Lumley, January 2004, published as a 35-copy Ultra hardcover. Included an audio CD of Lumley reading The Mirror of Nitocris. Book Crota by Al Going Back, May 2004, published as a 26-copy Ultra hardcover. Book The Parasite by Ramsey Campbell, October 2004, published as a 26-copy Ultra hardcover. Book Far Out, The Incredible Adventures of Some Space by William Fahrenheit. Nolan, January 2005, published as a 26-copy Ultra hardcover. Book My Soul to Keep by Tananaro du December 2006, published as a 26-copy Ultra hardcover. In the next phase, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of Volume 1, Lovecraft, and exploring its real-world applications. Book Epiphany, A Flying Tiger's Story by Stephen Mark Rainey, September 2003, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book The Seventh Victim by Charlie Jacob, November 2003, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book The Man Who Killed Kew Gardens by Brian Lumley, January 2004, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book The Arms of the Sun by Jeffrey Thomas, March 2004, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book The God of Foulness by Matt Cardin, June 2004, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book An Outsider by John Pellin, September 2004, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Moving on to the next segment, we have Dark Essential Series. This series focuses on titles that have never before seen print in hardcover. In each limited edition hardcover, Delirium includes special original bonus material not found in the original paperbacks. Each book is signed by the author and limited to no more than 200 copies. At the end of each year, Delirium offers custom-made slipcase to house the entire volume of books. This slipcase features the Dark Essentials logo as well as the volume lineup. As we enter this new phase, let's navigate the complexities of Volume 1 and discover its practical applications. Book Dragonfly by Brian Knight, October 2003, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book Hexes by Tom Piccirilli, December 2003, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover and 100-copy limited hardcover. As we progress, let's zoom in on Volume 2 and examine its role in shaping our overall narrative. Book Solo by Charlie Jacob, February 2004, published as a 15-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 150-copy limited hardcover. Book Grave Markings by Michael Arnzen, April 2004, published as a 15-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 150-copy limited hardcover. Book Ravenous Ghosts by Keelan Patrick Burke, July 2004, published as a 15-copy leather-bound hardcover and 150-copy limited hardcover. Book The Many by David B. Silver, August 2004, published as a 15-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 150-copy limited hardcover. Book The Deceased by Tom Piccirilli, October 2004, published as a 15-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 150-copy limited hardcover. Book AAIIIEE by Jeffrey Thomas, December 2004, published as a 15-copy leather-bound hardcover and a 150-copy limited hardcover. In the next phase, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of Volume 3 and exploring its real-world applications. Book Hush by Tim Leben and Gavin Williams, April 2005, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover. Book Decrypt by Brian Hodge, June 2005, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover. Book A Lower Deep by Tom Piccirilli, August 2005, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover. Book Prodigal by Melanie Tim, December 2005, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover. Bonus book The Wishnik by Kurt Newton, October 2006, offered free with subscription to the Dark Essentials Vol. 3 series, published as a 115-copy limited hardcover. Let's now shift our focus to Volume 4 and explore the ways in which it shapes our perspective. Book Excavation by Steve Rosnektim, August 2006, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover. Book Antidahunk, Stories and Myths of the Little Brothers by Rick Hortler, February 2007, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover. Book Prototype by Brian Hodge, September 2007, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover. Book Demonologist by Michael Lamo, December 2007, published as a 200-copy limited hardcover. Our focus now turns to Exclusives series, an important aspect of our discussion. Delirium Books exclusive series, known as the X series, are extremely limited edition hardcovers that are only sold in Prada within a reservation period of months. The total number of books ordered in the reservation period becomes the total print run. Book Host by Brian Eichson, January 2004, published as a 50-copy limited hardcover. Book Down to Sleep by Greg Fahrenheit, June, May 2004, published as a 77-copy limited hardcover. Book Motivational Shrieker by Mark McLaughlin, September 2004, published as an 82-copy limited hardcover. Book Body Counting by David Whitman, April 2005, published as a 92-copy limited hardcover. Book Descent by Sandy DeLuca, July 2005, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book Slime After Slime, a short story collection by Mark McLaughlin, November 2005, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book The Dark Underbelly of Hymns by Martin Munt, April 2006, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book Jigsaw by Gord Rollo, October 2006, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book No Further Messages by Brett Alexander Savory, November 2007, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book The Condemned by David Jack Bell, November 2007, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Book Broken Shadows by Tim Wagner, February 2009, published as a 100-copy limited hardcover. Let's now shift gears and explore Special Edition series through a critical lens, uncovering its strengths and weaknesses. Book A Puppet Show for No One by Jeffrey Thomas, March 2004, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover. Included a puppet by Jesse Wroblewski and Florence Ivy. Book Scary Rednecks, The Appalachian Omnibus by Westonix and David Whitman, November 2004, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover. Book The Doll Who Ate His Mother by Ramsey Campbell, September 2005, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover. Included a doll created by Jesse Wroblewski of Puppet Terrors and Florence Ivy. Book The Rising, Selected Scenes from the End of the World by Brian Keene, March 2006, published as a 32-copy leather-bound hardcover with 2 edition copies produced, one for the publisher and one for the author. Also published as a 500-copy limited hardcover, October 2007. A reprint trade paperback published in July 2008. Book Earthworm Gods, Selected Scenes from the End of the World by Brian Keene, July 2008, published as a 32-copy leather-bound hardcover with 2 edition copies produced, one for the publisher and one for the author. Also the same month published as a 500-copy limited hardcover. A trade paperback was scheduled but cancelled before release. With that being said, let's now move on to chapbook series. Starting in the fall of 2005, Delirium began publication of signed, limited hardcover chapbooks. As of September 2008, the chapbook series has been placed on hiatus. Book Failure by John Everson, January 2006, published as a 500-copy limited hardcover. Book Imprint by Patrick Lestruc, June 2006, published as a 500-copy limited hardcover. Book Pickman's Motel by Mark McLaughlin, April 2007, published as a 300-copy limited hardcover. Book Blood Wish by Michael McBride, October 2007, published as a 300-copy limited hardcover. Book Divagations by John McClay, May 2008, published as a 300-copy limited hardcover. Book Suckers, an Andrew Mayhem Harry McGlade thriller by J.A. Comrath and Jeff Strand, May 2008, published as a 300-copy limited hardcover. Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of Corrosion Press. Luster by Shane Ryan Staley, February 2002, published as a trade paperback. Confessions of an Archivist by Patrick Lestruc, March 2003, published as a trade paperback. Dead Santa by Shane Ryan Staley, December 2005, published as a soft-covered chapbook. Corrosion, Volume 1 by Shane Ryan Staley, April 2006, published as a trade paperback. Corrosion, Volume 1 by Shane Ryan Staley, June 2006, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Where's Bin Laden? By Shane Ryan Staley, March 2007, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover and as a trade paperback. Ugly Heaven, Beautiful Hell by Carlton Mellick III and Jeffrey Thomas, November 2007, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. Ugly Heaven, Beautiful Hell by Carlton Mellick III and Jeffrey Thomas, December 2007, published as a trade paperback. Monster Behind the Wheel by Michael McCarthy and Mark McLaughlin, author, September 2008, published as a 150-copy limited hardcover. As we venture forward, let's examine December Girl Press in detail and gain a deeper appreciation for its significance. Saying Uncle by Greg Fahrenheit. Jifune, February 2003, published in as a trade paperback. Settling in Nazareth by Sandy DeLuca, August 2003, published as a trade paperback. Now, let's dig deeper into the Godhead trilogy and unveil the hidden treasures it holds within. Book, Towing Jehovah by James Morrow, March 2004, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover. Book, Blameless in Abaddon by James Morrow, May 2004, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover. Book, The Eternal Footman by James Morrow, July 2004, published as a 26-copy leather-bound hardcover. Supplemental volume, Reflections and Refractions by James Morrow, 2004, published as a 26-copy limited hardcover chapbook. In this segment, we'll be unraveling the complexities of the Dreamlands series and exploring its multifaceted nature. Book, Hero of Dreams by Brian Lumley, October 2004, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover. Book, Ship of Dreams by Brian Lumley, February 2005, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover. Book, Mad Moon of Dreams by Brian Lumley, June 2005, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover. Book, Iced on Aaron by Brian Lumley, December 2005, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover. Book, Questers for Kurans, Two Tales of Hero and Elden by Brian Lumley, April 2006, published as a 52-copy leather-bound hardcover. Kakari American Speculative Fiction Publishers Delirium Books Kakari Horror Book Publishing Companies Kakari Publishing Companies established in 1999 Kakari American Companies established in 1999. I hope you learned something new today. Let me know what you found most interesting in the comments below.